We are back with another LeetCode problem. Today, we're going to do number 9, palindrome number. So let's read the problem. Given an integer x, return true if x is a palindrome integer. An integer is a palindrome when it reads the same backwards as forwards. For example, 121 is a palindrome, while 123 is not. So, looking at these base cases, by the way, there's a follow-up if you can do it without converting the integer to a string. That's what we're going to do. We're not going to look at making it a string today. We're only going to look at it as an integer. So if you look at the example cases they give us, all negative numbers return false. So just go ahead and write that in right now. X is less than 0, return false. Okay, so now let's think about the best way to approach this problem. Let me zoom in. Let's think about the best way to approach this problem if we're not gonna turn it into a string. So let's write out some notes, see what this would look like. So say our number is 1, 2, 3, and we want to check if it's a palindrome, right? So we want to check if 1 is equal to 3, 2 is equal to 2. So 1 is not equal to 3, so the check is moot. Say we have an arbitrary amount of numbers, or digits inside the number. The problem with scanning to check if some number, is equal to another number, so you have the 2, right? So there's 3 digits. You want to check if the first digit's the same thing as the third digit. If you have an arbitrary length of number, you can't do that because you're gonna have to, figure out how long the whole string is first, or how long the whole number is first, before you do anything. Because remember, we're only looking at integers here. So that begs the question: how are we gonna check? And I'm going to propose that we're going to check it like this. So take a second to think about how you check this is palindrome. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm going to spoil it right now. I'm going to check if it's equal to its reverse. 3, 2, 1. So if 1, 2, 3 equal 3, 2, 1, or something like ABC equaled CBA, we begin. So that's our goal. So say we have the number 1, 2, 3. How are we going to check, or how are we going to get the reverse of this number? That's the first part. So this is what I propose. I want to have a holder variable, which we start off at 0, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add to this holder variable the last digits of our number here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take holder, and I'm going to make it 3, and then I'm going to make it 3, 2. I'm going to make it 3, 2, 1, and when it's 3, 2, 1, when I've finished putting in all the numbers to our holder variable, we're just going to check if this holder value is equal to, so we're going to check if this holder value is equal to x. Now, this is how I'm thinking of doing this. So if our x is originally like 1, 2, 3, we're gonna do something like x is equal to 1, 2, and then put 3 in the holder. And then we're gonna say x is equal to 1, and x is equal to 0. Think about why this happens real quick. It's hard to articulate this. But what we're going to need to do is we're going to have to store x into another number. So say number is equal to x. We're going to remove the values from. So, okay, let me just talk about briefly why we have to delete the numbers at the end of this. We don't know how long this number is. So as long as we delete the first number, we can always call mod 10 on x, and we'll get the last value. But since at the end we want to return if holder equals x, we're going to do this series of operations on a placeholder called number. Okay, so I think we're ready to dive into the code. Okay, so I'm gonna say int number equals x. I'm gonna say int holder equals 0. Say while number is greater than 0. The first thing we're gonna say is so now how do we once int val is equal to number mod 10. So again, if our number is 1, 2, 3, right now we're looking at 3. So how are we going to get this 3 into holder? So I think it's okay just to say right now holder plus equals 3. But now when we put in the 2, we're just going to do that. We're going to get 5. But we notice to ourselves, or we think to ourselves, okay, so we want 3, 2. So if we do 3 times 10, we get 30, plus 2, we get 32. And that's, what we want. We want 3, 2. And we think about the 1. Say we have 32. We want to get 321. We do 32 times 10 plus 1. So the pattern really is holder is going to equal holder times 10 plus val. So in the first case, this is 0 equals 0 times 10, which is 0 plus 3. Now holder's 3. And when we loop back around with the 2, it'll be 3, or holder is equal to 3 times 10, which is 30, plus 2, 32. And then 32 times 10 equals 320, plus 1 equals 321. Then we're going to be golden. So now we need a decrement number. And voila. I think this covers all our bases. Now at the end, we're just going to want to return x equals holder. That should be that. Let's run our code to test it. Okay, let's submit it. And there we go. 99th percentile. That's all for today. Nice to talk to you through YouTube.